Hello everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa and I'm here to confess something. I have been spending way too much money on beauty products recently. I'm usually very good at keeping myself in control, but in the last few months or so, things have been going downhill a little bit. So the perfect remedy when that happens is shopping my stash. You guys know I love to shop my stash and just cycle my products around, discover things that I used to love that I maybe forgot about. The only problem is I'm not currently with my stash. I'm visiting my mom right now. I have very few things in my makeup bag because I packed light. So I decided to move on to the next best thing, which is my mom's makeup stash. My love for beauty definitely comes from my mom, and she owns a lot of things that I don't personally own, so I thought it would be great to just go shop her stash, find products that I maybe have been wanting to try for a while, or things that I have never really been into, but for some reason she is, and just literally try new things. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I will go raid her collection, I'll come back with some products to try out, and then we'll try them out together, and I'll give you my thoughts. Let's get started. Okay, so I've gone ahead and got the products. I didn't really film that much because her makeup drawers, her vanity is a little bit chaotic. Understandably, she does not do this for a living, so I didn't know where things were. So it was gonna take me a long time, but I have the products right here and I am very excited. I have so many good products that I literally have never put on my face before, so I'm very excited to try them out. Let's get started with the base and then we'll see what we do with the rest. The first thing I'm putting on my face is the Rich Bitch by Freck. This is a Protect Plus Prime Serum. This is a primer, obviously, so let me do a pump of this. Ugh, okay. It's very slimy. Oh my god, it is so, do you see this? I think I could love this. Look at that. It's so insane. Okay, let me just put it on my face. Oh my god, yeah, it feels really good. Wow. It is sticky upon first applying it, but then it becomes a serum. Whoa, this is weird. It is still a little bit sticky, nothing like Milk Makeup Hydro Grip vibes, but it does get a lot more serum-y. Let me apply a little bit more for the neck. I knew it existed. I didn't know it was this good though. My skin feels very nourished. Can you see? It's very hydrated. And it smells really good. Subtly like grandma, you know? I'm not a big primer girl, but I could get behind this one. Listen, my mom is a bougie woman and she loves her Chanel foundations. I don't buy Chanel foundation. I don't have the budget for that. So I had quite a few to choose from and I decided to go with the #1 de Chanel. This is the Red Camellia Revitalizing Foundation. Keep in mind, we're not gonna be the same shade. It's gonna be a little off. I know nothing about this foundation, so I'm very excited to test it out. I don't know how much to use. This is a pump. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, so let's get started. I'm using a beauty blender for this. Oh, this might be a little dark for me. And I don't know how much coverage this is supposed to have. I don't really know anything about this. What I do know is that I'm definitely not this shade. Neither is my mom, so I don't know how she makes it work. But one pump did not take me too far. So let me do 1.5 and see. Maybe a sponge is not the best way to apply this, but I always try to use a sponge the first time I'm trying a new foundation because I find that if it is not for me, this is the easiest way to make it look the best, if that makes sense. I need to take it down the neck because this is very dark for me. If I get close up to the mirror right here, it definitely looks very dewy and healthy. Very little coverage though. It evens out, but if it's a foundation, it does have very light coverage. But I like it. It feels really nice on the skin. It feels almost like skincare on the skin. Let's try to build it up a little bit. Wherever I want to build up, I'm gonna add a little with my finger just to maximize the coverage. You can also apply this with your hand, apparently. It will blend in very easily and nicely. Okay, so final verdict. This is pretty I would say light medium coverage depending on how much you apply. And it does look very natural and like not super dewy or glowy. It's like healthy skin. It's a revitalizing foundation, so I think it's beautiful. It is making my skin look very pretty, even though it does not really match me all that well. If you have more mature skin, I think this could be great because it is very lightweight. It's not gonna settle into the fine lines. I think that's why she really enjoys it as well, but this is way too deep for me. For concealer, she just got this concealer upon my recommendation because haven't tried it yet, but I've heard so many great things, and it is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Smooth and Blur Undetectable Concealer. I don't know why she got the lightest shade. Like, look at this. Look at this. Where is the cohesiveness over here? I don't know, but we're gonna roll with it because this is what I have. This is a shade 1.3N, and I'm gonna apply this here. Okay, I mean, it's light, but I think I can make it work. Over here, here, where I apply this usually, but I'm also gonna use it to highlight a little because that foundation is a little too deep for me, so there we go. I've heard great things about this concealer from Katie Jane Hughes, so I thought my mom would love it because I feel like she definitely looks for a concealer that is not too high coverage because she doesn't really have dark circles. She just wants to even things out and also make it look super natural and not heavy. So far I think she's liking it. And I think I am too. It blended out very, very easily. Nothing is like lifting up or anything. I don't know if it's having a little bit trouble with the coverage because this is a shade that's too light, so the darkness is still coming through. Let me apply a little bit to the lids so that I can prime because I'm using eyeshadow for the first time in like ages. I like the concealer. I would obviously just be a different shade, and I think I would like that even more if it was in a different shade. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of that coverage though. But it looks gorgeous under the eyes. It is very nice, and I can see like absolutely no settling anywhere. Oh my god. And then lastly, for the base, I have the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in the Ultra Blur. I have tried this, and I like it a lot. Laura Mercier makes like great powders in general, but I think this one is my favorite because it just gives you that blur, so you don't need a ton of product. I'll use my powder puff for this, and it's so easy to use because, as I was saying, this just blurs everything in seconds, so you don't need a ton of powder to get that effect, you know, that like not mattifying effect, but that like blurred even skin effect. Especially if you're someone who's going for more of like a matte look for the winter season, I think this is a great addition because it definitely sets, but it doesn't like dry you out or make you look super cakey or anything. It just sets, blurs, but still helps your skin look like skin. So okay, we're moving on to the cheeks. Again, got some products that I've tried one. The other two I haven't. Let me get started with the bronzer slash contour. Oh, I almost dropped it. I'm using the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick in the shade Light. This is the one that comes with this little thing over here, and then you get the little stick. I have not tried this before. I've heard great things about it. I don't like going in with sticks directly to my face, so I'll go in with my brush. And I'll add this as my bronzer contour. Ooh, okay. That is pretty pigmented, I'm gonna say. It's looking a little orange on me. Like if it's meant to sculpt, it is looking a little orange on me, and it doesn't look super orange on the tube, but I will say it is blending like a dream. So easily. I have a little patch on this cheek where nothing ever wants to blend, so it looks not great, but what can I do? Gotta live with that. But this is looking very nice. Like nothing crazy, but it is blending in seconds, and that is pretty impressive. Like if you have trouble blending creams or powders, this could be a great alternative for you. It looks very natural and pretty soft matte. like satin, not super glowy. So we're keeping with the theme over here. We're gonna break the theme a little bit with this next product. This is the Rare Beauty Melting Blush in the shade Nearly Apricot. These came out a while ago. My mom is not much of a blush person, so there was a very limited selection. But I haven't really tried these. Like, I have swatched them, but I've never, oh, the shade is gorgeous. I've never really put them on my face. So this is kind of like a creamy powder. Like, it starts off as cream, then it goes into powder. So I'm just gonna grab my blush brush and then apply a little bit here. These are kind of like the very, very natural counterparts to the super popular like rare blushes. I forget the name of those, but you know the ones I'm talking about. This is meant to be like the more natural alternative, and it definitely is a lot more natural. It blends a lot easier. It is a lot less pigmented, but it looks very pretty actually. Again, blended easily, blends seamlessly into the bronzer. I really like the shade as well. It's peachy, it's beautiful. Let's add a little to the nose. I don't know how long this formula would last, but it looks very pretty and soft on the face. So I am already really, really loving it. And I need to stop before I apply so much blush on my face. Lastly, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade 2. She hasn't even opened this. We bought ours together and she hasn't even opened it. So I'm gonna open it for her if I ever can. Why am I so weak? Oh my god. You guys, this is embarrassing. I can't open it. Oh no, fuck. Hey, we did it. You guys know I love this product so much. Again, my mom is not much of a highlight person. She's a bronzer person through and through. But I really missed this highlighter because I obviously left mine back home. So I decided I would bust it out. And I love it so much. It's so easy to use. It looks super natural, but it still gives you like that like very lit from within glow. I'm very excited to be reunited with this baby right here. Let's add a little to the inner corner. Oh, I really missed it, truly. Let me add a little to the brow bone. You know, I love this. It took me longer to fucking open it than to apply it, but it is always a failsafe. Freaking love it so, so, so much. Now let me get reorganized and we can start with the eyes. But first, I'll just do the brows, I think. My mom has some pretty serious brows and she is obsessed with the Gucci brow pencil. She's gone through so many of these, okay? It's just a standard pencil. It comes with a spoolie on the other side. Her brows are darker than mine, so she uses the shade Noir. So again, this might be a little too dark for me, but who cares? We're just winging it. And this, as you can see, very, very, very easy to use. It is kind of like a powdery formula, so whenever you apply it, it just goes on very, very easily. But it gives you like a very like filled in powdery brow. It looks very, very natural, even though it's more of a standard pencil and you can't really do like brow strokes. If you have fuller brows like me and my mom, then I think this is perfect. It'll save you a lot of time and it lasts for the whole day. It looks super pretty. It is very easy to use and blend and clean up if you fuck up like I just did. And you can obviously make it look a little less natural if you want to go very, very bold. My brows definitely need some help. I need to reshape them and redo everything, but I've just been so lazy. That's the brows filled in, and then she apparently goes with a brow gel from Refi. This is the Refi brow tint. Oh no, this is a brow tint in black. We're gonna have bold brows today, okay? There's a little ball over here. I've heard of people saying they love it. It's a little messy, I feel like, this little ball thing, but nice. Definitely darkened up the brows so much. Oh my god. I don't know how well this like sets. I don't know if this like is meant to set your brows or just like tint them. Probably should have only used one of the two products. Okay, those are the brows done. Now while that dries and I try not to make a mess of everything, I'm gonna get started with the eyes. For the eyes, I have a few products that I'm very excited to try. Again, I have one product that I have tried and then a few products that I haven't. I have tried the Nabla Cutie palette. This is a nude palette and The shades look like this. I think I've even featured it in a video before, and I might be using this. I don't know, because what I want to really use and like feature is the Makeup by Mario Master Pigment Pro pencil in the shade The Perfect Brown. I've been wanting to try this pencil for so long. I want to go to town with this and like do something with this liner because I have seen it in action before online and I think it's really good. So I have limited brushes, so I think I'm just gonna go and get started with this. Ooh, okay, that was very, very easy. Tight lining really is like hell. My eyes are watering so bad. Now I'm just gonna apply this. Should I do it all over my lid? I'm not even sure what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna go in with another brush and like blending it out, but it's not gonna be the brush that's in here because I'm not about that. Ooh, this blends out very, very easily. I'm obviously thinking of doing like a smoky wing. I think that'll be like a smart choice. But yeah, you apply it and it definitely blends out in seconds, like no harsh lines. I don't know if this eventually sets or not, but can you see that? It is really, really easy to blend. So I like that. Like this might be my new brown liner purchase that I'm looking forward to. It's very different from my Urban Decay liner that you guys know I use every single day of my life. That one is very much like it's a 24-hour liner, so it's obviously made to last, but it doesn't, you don't get like the amount of playtime that you get with this. So you didn't get to blend it out as much as this one. And I'm really enjoying this extra playtime that I'm getting. I'm just gonna go in with a bit more liner because I cannot get enough of this. I'm taking it onto the brush and I am adding it to like the outer half of my lower lash line. And I'm gonna do a little bit of the Nabla palette because why not? It's already here. I'm gonna grab the shade No Doubts. I'm gonna grab another tiny brush and add this just on top of the liner to make it even smokier. It's not the same shade, it's a little bit lighter, so it can go a bit above the liner and give me more like a fade. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this shade right here and go into the inner corner, why not? Let's add a little bit of a sparkle. And these shadows are very, very good. They are powders, but they're very creamy powders and they blend very easily. Let's move on to the mascara. I have the YSL Lash Clash mascara. Everyone is talking about this mascara at the moment. Obviously my mom had it. This is new. She hasn't really even opened it, so sorry about that, mommy, because I just opened it. Everyone is raving about this mascara and I can see why. Whoa. This is a drier formula, which right off the bat, yay. I love a drier formula. It's a lot less messy in my opinion. I say as I literally get it all over myself. But this is really fanning out the lashes beautifully. Wow. It's building up nicely, no clumps. Yeah, I might have to steal this literally because look at how beautiful it made my lashes look. Whoa. It is making my eyelashes look amazing. This is crazy. It really just fans them out, but it gives a little bit of volume as well. I mean, nothing else to say. Look at this mascara. Look at how I made my lashes look. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. Oh, wow. Okay, everyone's raving about this, and they're raving for a reason because look at that shit. You can build it up. Very, very minimal clumping. Like, I cannot see visible clumps anywhere. It's all I'm gonna say. It looks phenomenal. For the lips, I chose two products that I have not heard much about and I have never tried before. Lip liner, I chose the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Hazelnut. Never ever hear anyone talk about these at all, so we'll see if they're good. Oh, very pigmented. I really like the shade as well. She had a few different ones to pick from, but I chose this one because it's like a contoury shade. These get creamier as you use them. So as they get warmer and warmer, they get super creamy, but I just went crazy. I don't know if it's like anything special. You guys know I love my NYX liners because they're so much more affordable and they virtually do the same thing. I don't know how to line eyelids for the life of me. Oh my god. Anyways, let's ignore that and pretend that my lips look even. Oh, I can't ignore this. The liner is not bad. It's a little creamier than my usual NYX one, but it's not bad. Like, I like the shade. I like everything. It doesn't wow me either, though. It's just like a lip liner. So, and for my lipstick, I got the matte lip balm from Simi Haze in the shade Roseberry. It doesn't really go with a blush, but I feel like we could even apply this as a blush a little bit. I don't know how I'm gonna apply this, but it's a matte. Look at the shade, though. It's very fall. And you can blur it out. But I don't really have a brush to do this, so I feel like it's gonna get super messy. But it's easy to blend with your fingers, I will say that. And it is very pigmented. I haven't really heard great things about Simi Haze as a brand. Like, a lot of people don't really like what they do. I've never tried anything from them except for this literally right now, so. I like the color. I like that it's a blurry lip. It definitely looks matte, but it doesn't look or feel uncomfortable at all. I feel like you could totally use this as a blush as well. So if you're into the whole blurred lip look, I feel like you would love this. I don't know how long it lasts or anything, but I do know that I really enjoy this color. And it looks matte and beautiful. Okay. Pop off. I really like this. I can't stop looking at myself. I feel a little... And that is the final look. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, I'm obsessed with this. My mom has some fire makeup. What stood out to me the most was definitely the primer. It was the first product I used, but I have not forgotten about it. Very weird texture, but it works. It is very nourishing and it makes the skin look gorgeous. It's the perfect like prep step, I feel like. And then the concealer, again, really loved it. The shade was not it for me, but it is very nice. It doesn't look heavy whatsoever. It definitely blurs a little bit. I think it's perfect if you have more mature skin or if you just have a lot of creases under your eyes. This eyeliner, the Make It by Mario liner, oh my god, it's amazing. Literally the perfect brown. That's the name of it, but it is true. It is the perfect brown. I'm adding this to my wish list ASAP. And then obviously the mascara. Are you kidding me? I'm debating telling my mom that I'm gonna keep this because it looks so good. I'm obsessed and I know why people love it now because it's fucking beautiful. And then lastly, I was not expecting to love the lip product as much, the Simi Haze Velvet Blur Matte Lip Balm. I'm obsessed with it. It looks and feels so good. So overall, I think this was a total win. My mom gets my stamp of approval for sure. Can I just say that is the most fun I've had with makeup in a while. Like, it was even more fun than shopping for things that I wanted and spending my money because I didn't know what to expect with these things in the slightest, and I've been pleasantly surprised. This was so much fun. Like, if you have anyone you can go and steal some makeup from and try some new things, do it because it's gonna be so much fun and you're gonna learn about some products that you probably would have never even thought about if you hadn't gone and raided their stash. So this was another 10 out of 10 shop my stash. Very successful. I can't even. I feel so good in this makeup and it looks so good. Oh my god. I hope this was as entertaining to you as it was to me. I had a blast. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope we can do it again soon. If you're into super easy and real makeup and beauty content, kind of like today's video, then please make sure to subscribe. I post videos every Sunday and I'd love to see you here for next Sunday. But for now, this is goodbye. Again, thank you so much for watching, for hanging out. I love this time I get to spend with you and I hope to see you right here very soon. Bye! Mwah!